Thank you, Dr. Zacharias. Last night, Dr. Zacharias gave one of the most thoughtful and powerful baccalaureate addresses ever delivered here at Liberty University. We have truly been honored to have him here with us this weekend. We're thankful and blessed to have someone of his intellect and influence as a spokesperson for Christianity around the world. Thank you, Dr. Zacharias. Now it's my privilege to officially welcome to our 40th annual commencement exercises our very special guests, the class of 2013. As time goes on, I meet more and more second-generation Liberty students, often the sons or daughters of my former classmates at Liberty. Walking today is Josh Brewer, the son of our very first graduate, Vernon Brewer. Vernon also delivered our baccalaureate address in 2011. Attending Liberty has also become a tradition in our family. My brother, sister, wife, my son Trey, and I all graduated from Liberty. Even my mom, who never went to college, decided to attend Liberty in her 50s. This was before online technology existed, so she couldn't do what many of you are doing. She actually went to class here on campus. She earned her bachelor's degree, and she will still tell you to this day that she got better grades than all of her children. Mom's will be turning 80 years old this year. She's watching from home. My son Wesley is a student now. My 13-year-old daughter Caroline is excited about coming to Liberty, especially if that means living in the dorms. In fact, she would move up here now if we let her. But I'd like for my family to stand, Trey, Wesley, Becky, Caroline. Becky, happy Mother's Day to you, Becky. Becky was a great help to me this week. She helped me get my robe cut down to, I've lost about 50 pounds in the last year and a half, and I've tried my robe on, and it was gigantic. So I had to, at the last minute, get it to the tailor. She helped me do that, and you'll also very much appreciate what she did last night. After I wrote my comments, she went through and deleted a large portion of it. So you can thank Becky for that. Actually, my father's the only member of our family who did not attend Liberty, but we probably should make him an honorary graduate for founding the school. I would ask that you pray for the family of Rebecca Felker Hogue, who graduated from Liberty a couple years ago. She and her husband, Vince Hogue, were driving from Houston, Texas to be here today. Rebecca was killed in an automobile accident. Vince is in serious condition, and please keep their family in your prayers. When you look around this stadium this morning, you see thousands of friends and family members who have stood with you as you have pursued your degree. Never forget that no one succeeds in life alone. And all of life's great accomplishments, like the one we're celebrating today, there are parents and grandparents, spouses and children, and other family members and friends who are always standing behind us. These are the people who have encouraged and prayed for you when you were ready to give up. They applauded you at every little victory, and they're here today to cheer you across the finish line. We want to recognize some of these very special people today. Would all the parents of the graduates please stand? Again, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers who just stood. You may be seated. 2 years ago, we started a new tradition of recognizing the spouses of graduates at the request of graduate Don Redden. He was an online graduate who wrote to tell us how much his wife Pam had sacrificed to help him obtain a college degree. And we realized how often spouses really are the unsung heroes behind the achievements of so many graduates. I would like the spouses of all the graduates please stand to be recognized. Finally, I would like to invite all of our graduates, the class of 2013, to please stand and stay standing for a moment. Becky and I are so proud of you and so thankful to God for your achievement. We have enjoyed getting to know many of you during your time here and even meeting some of you for the first time at the senior picnic at our farm last Saturday. About 1,200 of you attended, by the way, and even walked through the house. But as you can see, Becky survived without a nervous breakdown. It has truly been our privilege to serve you and to be a part of your lives. We have enjoyed attending sporting events, plays, coffee house, and concerts with you. I've watched with pride as you welcome some of the best known and most influential leaders of our world today to Convocation. Just this year, we hosted speakers like Mike Huckabee, Donald Trump, Kirk Cameron, Tim Tebow, Ben Stein, Franklin Graham, and some of the world's leading pastors and Christian leaders. Each of those speakers left here as lifelong fans and supporters of Liberty University because of the impression that you made on them. You even changed for the better how some of them view Christianity. Last year, as you know, our commencement speaker was Governor Mitt Romney, who was then the Republican nominee for the presidential election. Graduates had to arrive early in the morning to go through Secret Service security checkpoints. Later that day, several of the Secret Service agents told us that they had been providing security for another government official at another university graduation the day before, and they commended us for how our graduates behaved. They said that because of the cooperation and politeness of our graduates, they were able to process the crowd twice as fast as they were able to do it the day before at the public university, where many students were rude and generally uncooperative. There really is something special about you. This year, our football team played Wake Forest University in Winston-Salem. We lost by 3 points in a very close contest. Becky and I met one of the referees that worked that game at a funeral in North Carolina last week, and he went out of his way to tell us how impressed he was with our team's behavior. He said he had never before seen such a well-behaved group of football players, explaining that it was unusual for him not to hear any foul language coming from a group of young athletes. Almost every visitor to campus talks about how friendly and Christ-like our students are. I hope you will carry that spirit of Christ and of liberty with you wherever you go from here. You have sacrificed and labored for years to make this day a reality. You have earned this great honor, and we are here today to salute you. Congratulations. You may be seated. I want to recognize 4 individuals. 2 are on the stage here. Dr. Boyd Rist is here. He drove to Liberty from his home in South Dakota in 1973 to take a job teaching history at this brand new college. He served as provost later, and he'll be retiring this summer after 40 years at Liberty. Dr. Rist, would you stand? I'd like us to express our appreciation to Dr. Boyd Rist. Dr. Harold Wilmington is also here on the stage. He and Dr. Mark Hine are the only 2 people I know of who have attended every single Liberty University commencement, all 40 of them. Recently, he celebrated his 80th birthday and successfully recovered from open heart surgery, and he plans to teach here for another 25 years. Would you stand, please, Dr. Wilmington? I also want to extend a warm welcome to Pastor Rod Parsley from World Harvest Church in Columbus, Ohio. He's here today, I believe, up in the football stadium there, to celebrate the graduation of his daughter, Ashton, who is receiving a master's degree today. Pastor Parsley, would you stand, please? I think I see him way up there. And finally, Sid Bream attended Liberty University when I was here in the early 80s. He was one of our first professional athletes. He signed with the Los Angeles Dodgers in June of 1981, later played for the Pittsburgh Pirates, Atlanta Braves, Houston Astros, played in 4 consecutive National League playoffs and 2 World Series. Sid is often here for baseball games in the new stadium to my right. His son Austin is on the team. We're so glad to have Sid with us. Sid, would you stand on the front row here? There are over 15,000 members of the class of 2013. Over 7,000 of you are participating in this morning's ceremony. With many thousands more watching online, you represent the largest graduating class in the history of Liberty University. The schools of business, education, arts and sciences, and the seminary have the greatest number of graduates. Over 3,000 of you are graduating with high academic honors, including more than 850 of you with a perfect 4.0 GPA. We appreciate that group. We appreciate that group leaving the library for a few hours to be with us this morning. There are more than 2,700 graduates today who will be awarded master's degrees. 268 will be awarded doctoral degrees, including 100 graduates from our School of Law. The class of 2013 includes 46 siblings, 21 pairs of parents graduating with their children, 15 sets of twins. Becky and I actually met 3 sets of graduating twins in the last few weeks, one from Jamaica, one from Gretna, Virginia, and I forget where the other one's from, but 72 husbands and wives who will celebrate their commencement together today. So congratulations to all of you. I'm also very proud to announce this morning that the 2013 graduating class includes over 4,000 members of our nation's armed forces, and nearly 800 of them Nearly 800 of them are on active duty, and about 220 of those 800 are here today walking. Would all our active duty service members please stand? On a more somber note, we have 5 empty chairs on the front row to honor 5 Liberty students who would have graduated today had they not made the ultimate sacrifice for their country. Those individuals are Sean Adolphus from Atlanta, Georgia, James Bergen from Martinsburg, West Virginia, Scott Rathbun from Hickory, North Carolina, Christina Thompson from Decula, Georgia, and David Ward from Bedford, Virginia. Please. Liberty is proud to be one of our nation's most military-friendly universities with over 25,000 military students. Thank you all for all you have sacrificed for our country and for all you are doing to preserve our freedom. Last night after the baccalaureate service, I met business management graduate Joseph Dungu and his parents David and Jane, who traveled all the way from Kenya to be with us today. We met others at the online reception who had traveled from India and Brazil to be with us. Our oldest graduates today are Carol Alcott, who is 81, and Herbert Rusin, who is 80 years old. Herbert is here walking in the ceremony this morning. Our youngest college graduates, Emily Jooms and Heather Bachman, are each 18 years old, and I heard yesterday there's one 17-year-old graduate, and so I'm sorry I don't have her name, but actually, they are only our youngest university graduates, not our youngest participants this morning. There are 109 students who completed their high school education through Liberty University's online academy. They will receive their high school diploma today. Now, speaking of high school students, Becky and I invited a very special high school student to be our personal guest this morning. We only came to know him last week while we were in North Carolina attending a funeral. Becky grew up in the Durham, North Carolina area, and Betty Winslow, the mother of her best friend from childhood, passed away after a long battle with cancer. The night before the funeral, I happened to turn on the local TV news in the hotel room, and I heard how students at Princeton High School were rallying behind classmate Cole Withrow, who had been arrested and expelled 1 month before graduation. Cole had been skeet shooting the day before, and when he got to school and reached in the back of his truck for his books, he realized he had forgotten to remove his shotgun. He went inside the school to call his mother to ask her permission to leave school, take the gun home. A school administrator overheard the phone call, and instead of honoring the young man for doing the right thing, the administrator decided to call the police. Cole was arrested, charged with a felony, and expelled. The school has since chosen to uphold their decision to expel Cole, preventing him from graduating on time. I noticed on the news report that Cole was wearing a Liberty University shirt, so I contacted him through Facebook and talked to him late that night. I learned that his sister, Hannah Walker, graduated from Liberty last year, and that Cole's dream was to attend Liberty University, but financial circumstances made that impossible. I also learned that Cole was a committed Christian, an Eagle Scout, an honors student who had taken a number of gun safety courses. As you can imagine, I was dumbfounded by the poor judgment of the school officials. Why would they treat a model student this way? Just a few weeks before, one of their administrators had made the same mistake and was not arrested. It was an honest mistake that he tried to correct by doing the right thing. I assumed they must be anti-Second Amendment gun zealots who were trying to make a point, an example out of Cole, so I decided to make an example out of Cole too, by helping him finish high school on time. We decided to help him finish high school on time through our academy here, and decided to give him the assistance he needed to make his dream of attending Liberty University come true. He'll be here this fall. The national press took note. Liberty has received thousands of messages of support, and donors have even stepped up to send gifts to help cover Liberty's costs of granting the assistance to Cole. I would ask that Cole Withrow and his family stand so that we might, by our applause, let him know that we stand with him. Cole, would you stand, please? At this university, we believe our founders knew exactly what they were doing when they wrote our Constitution. We believe in the free market and religious liberty. We believe that life is sacred, especially the unborn. And we also believe that the way to end gun violence is to make sure the right people have guns. Unfortunately, for those who want to rewrite the Constitution, Liberty University is now too big to ignore. It was our social and fiscal conservatism that brought one online student to Liberty. Her name is Erica Menakazi. Today she will receive a degree in business, but she has received much more than an education here. She wrote to us this week, "I know Jesus because of Liberty University. I knew next to nothing about the one true God or his Son revealed in the Bible until I began online classes at Liberty. I chose to attend Liberty because of its politically and socially conservative nature, but I had no idea what I was getting myself into by selecting a Christian university. One of my first classes was Apologetics 104. It was my first ever taste of explicit Christian teaching, and it was unlike anything I had ever learned before. On October 27, 2011, 1 year and 2 days after beginning my first class, I was saved. Looking back, it is very clear to me that God brought me to Liberty in order for me to know him truthfully, and I see that as the highlight of my college career. Congratulations, Erica. Stories like yours reassure us that Liberty is still fulfilling its mission. I would also like to give special recognition to those like Erica who will be graduating from Liberty University online today. In all, more than 80% of the class of 2013 are adults, average age 35, who completed their studies online. As part of Liberty's Christian mission, we have always sought to make Christian education as affordable and as accessible to as many individuals as possible. Liberty University Online is achieving that objective every day, making the dreams of tens of thousands of men and women come true. Each May, I receive dozens of messages from graduates who tell me their stories and express their gratitude for Liberty University. The common theme is always how many of them never could have obtained a college degree if not for Liberty University Online. Nearly every one of you can testify to how Liberty's integration of faith and education has prepared and inspired you. In fact, this is exactly what brought many of you here in the first place. Some of you have overcome seemingly insurmountable hardships. Carol Wheeler, daughter of our seminary professor, Dr. David Wheeler, was born 14 weeks premature at 1 pound, 15 ounces, 14 inches long. Her mother, Debbie, was chronically ill and basically miscarried Kara. The nurse found the baby, revived her. It was miraculous that she lived. Kara did not walk until age 4, when she was diagnosed with cerebral palsy at age 4. Over the years, she was told that she would never graduate from high school. She was told by many other people that college would be a waste of her time because she would never graduate. Well, guess what? After only 4 years, she's graduating today with a degree in Family and Consumer Sciences with a 3.28 GPA. Kara's desire is to become a missionary to work in the Philippines and with special needs children and families. Kara credits it all back to God, her family, and the many professors and friends who believed in her here. Kara is a true champion for Christ. Take also the example of Brian Bosch, a law graduate who recently accepted a position to host a brand new television show on Glenn Beck's popular Blaze TV network. Not everyone, Brian writes, attends law school to end up in the classroom or courtroom. I've known that I was to impact television journalism since I started college. Having studied broadcast journalism, I wanted to add a legal education to my journalistic skill set. Ultimately, I chose Liberty University School of Law because of its foundational approach to teaching law. Congratulations, Brian. Both our keynote speaker today and I became lawyers with a plan to do something other than practice law, and we both believe you made a wise decision. From the very beginning, the vision for Liberty University was to create a university that would be for evangelical Christians what Notre Dame is for Catholics, what Brigham Young is for Mormon young people. The vision wasn't to just build a Bible school, but to build a fully accredited liberal arts university that would train men and women to influence the world for Christ through their vocation. I sincerely believe we have done all we can to prepare you for professional success and for spiritual fulfillment. We are proud of you and we believe in you. This has always been the vision of Liberty University, to train and send out a generation of men and women into culture as business persons, educators, doctors, nurses, lawyers, and athletes, people in every vocation to enter every sphere of society and be the salt of the earth and the light of the world. I'm especially excited to tell you that Liberty will soon be graduating its own medical doctors. And I'm announcing for the first time today that just 1 week ago, we were notified by our accrediting agency that our College of Osteopathic Medicine has been granted provisional accreditation. Congratulations to the Provost, Dr. Ron Godwin, and the Dean, Dr. Ronnie Martin, for this incredible accomplishment. Governor Mike Huckabee remarked in convocation earlier this year that the sun never sets on a Liberty University graduate. He was right. As I told parents of prospective students last month, not only does Liberty appreciate, respect, and promote the founding principles of this country, including free enterprise and limited government, we live out those principles. Liberty operates like a business within our means, but also setting big goals. This practice has allowed Liberty to not only keep our tuition and fees in the lowest 25% of all private colleges, but it has also allowed us to build a net worth of the university to equal much older schools like Pepperdine, Georgetown, and Tulane, according to the Washington Post. This is important because many universities in the New World strayed from their theological foundations in order to attract donations needed for survival. Liberty's financial strength will help avoid a similar fate for Liberty, we believe. We want to become the first school in the country to achieve academic and athletic prominence, but also to stay true to our Christian roots for generations to come. At last year's commencement, I predicted that Liberty's enrollment would top 100,000 students within 1 year. I learned from Chris Johnson, Liberty's Senior Vice President for Enrollment Management this week, that Liberty, in fact, did top 100,000 students enrolled on May 7th, 2013, just a few days ago. And I want to stop right here, and I want to thank you, the class of 2013, for living with all the construction on campus the last 4 or 5 or 6 years, or however long it took you to earn your degree. God really has blessed this university. We're literally rebuilding our campus. Much of what is built will only benefit future students, yet you kept a positive attitude and learned to live with all the changes. We deeply appreciate your patience so that your younger siblings and even sons and daughters will someday enjoy a greatly enhanced student experience here. Thank you.